Hello everyone, my name is Rosary. Today I'm excited to introduce you to text analysis for research, a powerful set of tools that helps researchers uncover patterns, themes, and insights from qualitative data like interviews, questionnaires, and written text. We'll focus on two main methods, content analysis and thematic analysis. Let's dive in. First is on the second chapter, Understanding Content Analysis. Imagine you have a pile of student feedback, interview transcripts, or news articles. How do you make sense of all that information? That's where content analysis comes in. It's like being a detective, looking for keywords, themes, and patterns within the data. For example, in a study of Anur Rahman in 2012, researchers wanted to understand what disrupts students during English class. They collected open-ended questionnaires from 124 students across 3-year levels. Curators then carefully read their response, identified statements, and grouped them into categories like internal factors, for example, being lazy or distracted. And then on the second one is external factors, like noisy classmates or phones ringing. Here's what they found. 17 statements were about external distractions, for example, a phone ringing or students chatting. And then on the second one, 11 statements were internal distractions, example, lack of motivation or playing with gadgets. For instance, if a student texted during class, it was an internal distraction. But if a classmate's phone rang, it was considered external, even if it happened once. And then this process allowed these researchers to understand specific learning challenges, categorize feedback logically, and then make informed decisions to improve classroom environments. So why does this matter? Because content analysis transforms raw data into actionable insights, like identifying problems in learning environments and helping teachers create better strategies. Let's move on into the third chapter, Understanding Thematic Analysis. Thematic analysis is another powerful tool in qualitative research. While content analysis focuses on counting and categorizing, thematic analysis is about interpreting meaning. It helps us understand how and why people think, feel, or behave in a certain way by identifying themes in data. For example, in a study on an academic writing program based on systemic functional linguistics or SFL, critical thinking or CD, and character building or CB, researchers use thematic analysis to explore students' learning experiences. Here's how it works. First, they follow Creswell's model in 2012 with an inductive approach, letting themes emerge naturally from the data. And then they use triangulation by analyzing multiple data sources. Field notes, example, group work, feedback, and then questionnaires, students' views on writing, CD and challenges. And then interviews, students' reflections and suggestions. And then the last one is students' tags, analyzing essays for argument structure and city skills like honesty and fairness. They also shared draft findings with participants like Sarah, Elias, and Rick to ensure fairness and accuracy. Here's an example. In a joint essay task, students wrote about why more people should become teachers. They built a clear structure, a strong thesis, 3 arguments with logical connectors, and then a solid conclusion. This shows how students apply city skills, clarity, logic, relevance, and fairness. However, the study also had limitations. The analysis focused mainly on grammar, like theme and transitivity, but didn't explore deeper meanings like tone or idea connections. That's something to improve in future studies. So, to sum up, content analysis helps us identify what is happening in data by categorizing keywords, patterns, and themes. And thematic analysis helps us understand why those patterns exist, digging deeper into meaning, perceptions, and experiences. Both tools transform messy data into meaningful insights, whether we're studying classroom challenges, academic writing, or any other topic. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you and goodbye.